Hello everyone, Vito back again with another deck report. I don't know how many deck reviews I'm going to have this week. Right now I've got like one more deck I think it is to review, and until I get more. So things are slowing down a little bit, but I'll try to keep up. Hopefully we get a bunch of decks this week in the mail. We being me. um, let's look at what's going on in Kickstarter first of all. Because there's not a lot going on outside of Kickstarter, though I will check out one other website. First of all, there is the Bicycle Metal Riderback playing cards by Max of MaxPlayingCards.com. He's going through collectible playing cards. It's already well funded with 36 days to go. You should check it out. It's a pretty interesting deck. The Bicycle Aves playing cards by Deluxe Playing Cards is well funded, over 200% funded with 48 hours to go. You might want to check that out before it runs out, or time runs out. The Impressions playing cards by Make Playing Cards, over 1100% funded with 14 days to remain. They're doing really well. In case I didn't mention it, they have unlocked a Phantom Edition, which is basically a white on white deck of cards, kind of a counterpart to their other deck, which is a black on black. The Draconian playing cards by Randy Butterfield of Midnight Cards, 150% funded, 16 days to go. That's doing really well. The Delightful Poker cards, 5% funded, 21 days to go. It's not going to happen. Choice playing cards by Ben Colazzi, 49% funded, 21 days to go. It's doing not too bad. It still has time to make up the rest of the ground, I think. Hopefully it funds. Steampunk Beginnings by Nathaniel Mortensen, not doing quite so well. 21 days remain. It's only 32% funded. That is all because it has nothing to do with the deck. The deck is nice. There's not too many issues with it. It's all because of the fact that he still has not delivered on the previous deck, and despite all that, and it suggested that he should cancel and relaunch later on. He's going to have to end up doing that at this rate, in my opinion. The Arceus playing cards, 1% funded, 33 hours to go. Definitely not going to happen. I've mentioned it before. People are happy with playing cards and suits as is. They don't need new suits that are out there and weird decks. Just don't bother. The Bicycle Titanic by R.J. Tomlinson, Robert Tomlinson. Almost 200% funded, 24 days still remain. It has unlocked, or added on dice now, and I think there was something else. It's doing really well, and I really like it. And I don't know if I mentioned before, but he also added a key. It's a key that if you get it, it will match the person on the deck that you get for their room. It's pretty awesome. Exhibits, the playing card display cases, 10 days left, and it's pretty well funded. The Multi-Hue Collection and Vintage cards, 3% funded, 26 days to go. Not going to happen. Glass Legends cards by Alexa Bossieri, 13 days left, and it's well funded. A Bicycle Blue and White color decks by Collectible Cards, 11 days left, 72% funded. Should squeeze in there, but I don't know. It's been really slow. The Modern Fighter Plane Spotter cards, 32% funded, 9 days left. It's not going to happen at this rate. In my opinion, a person who is a deck collector would prefer the original vintage version, not some cheap reprint. And I'm sure that anyone who's into collecting war type stuff would also want the original that might have been actually used in a war, and not some rip-off. Reprint, I should say, not rip-off. Another new deck is called A Fine Line, playing cards in pictures and words by Adam and Adam. Adam Farbiars and Adam Thompson. Apparently they're planning to put with USB-C. Despite this, their goal is only $4,200. I've questioned that, and I'm waiting a response. The deck of cards is interesting. They've decided not to use your standard pips and numbers, and they decided just to use all sorts of images and words, and you're supposed to figure out which one is which. I don't think that's really that appealing to me or a whole lot of other people who like the cards. It's mainly an art deck. That being said, it's already 74% funded, but the goal, like I said, is pretty low. 29 days remaining. Just not really something that I'm interested in myself. Then there is the 1910 Brewhouse Bicycle Playing Cards, which has a 1900s beer-inspired deck by a Daniel Cromer. Currently 17% funded with 29 days to go. It's going a little bit slower than expected. It is a really nice deck of cards. You should check it out. Then there is the Concentric playing cards by Stephen Kowalski. I just did a review on the prototype. 13 days remain, 18% funded. It doesn't look like it's going to make it. Then there's a deck, Fire Dragons and Other Rare Creatures playing cards. There's also a book by Jessica Feinberg, who previously did the Dragon Scale deck. It's already over 200% funded, had a low goal. 26 days remain. And basically every card has different images of dragons on it, similar to the previous one. Super Suits playing cards by Undefined Knowledge, whatever kind of name that is. It's already pretty well funded. Basically it's got superhero themed pips and court cards, I suppose. And you'll notice like a Superman logo and other similar logos. Not USPC obviously, and I'm not too interested in myself. Apparently they're supposed to make a mirror image back design, but I don't know if they have yet. The 2015 Year of the Ram playing cards by Brand Agency. 3 days left, 11% funded, just not going to happen. I told them a long time ago the back design was lame, and they never apparently listened. All it said was 2015 Year of the Ram. That's the back design. Lame. Then there is the Pack of Dogs playing cards by John Littleboy. 16% funded, 21 days to go. It's supposed to be USPC printed. It's supposed to tell a story on every card, and basically every card features dogs. It reminds me of some of the decks by Manuel Jose, where he has different images on every card using pips and stuff like that. However, the artwork is just not really up to his level, in my opinion. It seems a little bit, I don't know, not that good. And it's not going to happen at this rate. 16% funded, 21 days to go. Then there's the King's Cup cards by Kevin. 17% funded, 17 days to go. Usually when it's at this rate, it doesn't happen. And I've been saying that for a long time. That wasn't going to happen. Another new deck of cards, two actually, is the Bicycle Brimstone Limited Edition playing cards by playingcards.net, aka Gambler's Warehouse. It is reprints of the Bicycle Brimstone decks. There is one deck that has aqua colors to it, and there is a reprint of the original deck in red with new foil on the box. I've decided to forego that one because, as far as I'm concerned, it's the same thing. It was previously on Cardlauncher, did not do very well, and now it's on Kickstarter and it's doing so-so. 47% funded, 12 days to go. Very short campaign, and right now it's looking iffy at that rate. It might make it, but I don't know. And also, I know the Dark Venexiana will be launching tomorrow, I believe, on Kickstarter. That makes 2 out of 3 decks that did not make it on Cardlauncher being relaunched on Kickstarter, which is not good for Cardlauncher. I think Cardlauncher's future is a little bit in jeopardy. We'll see what happens. There was supposed to be another project launching on there, but don't see it happening right now. As far as deck starter is concerned, the Alice in Wonderland playing cards has surpassed the funding. They're looking for 14,000 and they made it to 16,000, and there is 14 hours left in that. Actually, no, wait, it's different. It's 14,000 they're $700 over the $14,000 goal, 105% funded, which is not a whole lot, with 14 hours left. And two decks of cards that are very minimalist, but you might want to check them out. Apparently, King's Wild is having some kind of a sale as well. In case anyone's interested, just extra decks they've got. And oh, actually, the next Dark launches tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern on Kickstarter. And coming on Tuesday, the 7th, will be the Grimoire Series Part 1 from the Edgy Brothers, who did the Muertos playing cards. And coming soon to Club 808 next month, the Bicycle Perspective deck, which is super interesting. And coming soon from Albino Dragon, the Wizard of Oz deck that will be on Kickstarter, probably only for Americans again, because they don't really care about people outside of the US apparently. If they did care about their fan base and customers outside the US, they wouldn't be doing decks that they can only sell to Americans. That's my opinion. And it's BS that they do that. One other deck on Kickstarter that somehow I didn't see is the Bicycle Sky Descender, 38% funded right now, and 23 days remain. That is what I've got, I believe. I'll see you next time with more.